It's all good hearing this from other young YouTubers about like you need to take control of your variables, expenditure, timings, sleep, etc. It's all good hearing that from the person who's a full-time athlete, full-time YouTuber, because your instant answer is cool. You're saying this, but you get all the time in the world to do what you want. I'm gonna swear so much in this video that it will blow your fucking tits off. Yes. Alright guys, another video coming at you in my own fucking place. How good's that? So we don't have to, almost killed the light. So we don't have to worry about all the shit about filming, etc. So we've got plenty of videos coming out. Hope you've all seen my last video. If you haven't, go check it out now. It's more of an off-season update video. This is just literally a bit more of an informative video, as I think it's important, because I don't want to make my next update video too long. I don't want a 20-minute to like 15-minute video. I think after that it's too long and it's like watching half a documentary on Netflix, which you probably would watch half a documentary on Netflix and over my fat head. On the subject I want to talk about is basically bodybuilding, jobs, etc. And what you do if you've got a new job or a new career, whatever it is, that's within bodybuilding, or if it's not within bodybuilding, that's fair enough. It means to make some money. Essentially about what should you consider, and this matters. Doesn't matter where you are at your stage. If this is your start of prep, or if this is during prep, or this is post-show or rebound phase. Sorry, I just said that, post-show phase. Or if this is off-season phase. You can thank the fiery ginger beer for them. So this week I have started obviously a new career, a different job, obviously alongside doing what I'm doing with my full-time coaching, etc. Obviously new variables. I'm in a flat now, so smaller place. What are the variables that I need to consider in my new role? My overall expenditure, what am I going to be doing in a day? You may go from a job where you sat down all day, where your expenditure is little to nothing, to go into a very active job, where you may have gone from doing part-time PT to working in an office to full-time PT, where you're going to be spending a lot more energy, because you'll be dealing with clients all day, 7 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours a day, whatever you're doing, running the gym floors. So this is a massive thing. You need a variable that you should try and control. You may need to do less steps. You may need to do more steps. Either way, this is one thing you need to control. Timings. What are your new shift patterns? Where are your timings? When are you going to meal prep? When are you going to get your meals? When are you going to train? Is that going to change? For me, I can train at any point of the day, and it's exactly the same. I train after work, I train before work, I train in the morning, I train in the afternoons, I train in the evenings. Nothing is different, you know. I may have a pre-workout. That's probably the only thing that's different. If I don't train morning or midday, I'll probably have a pre-workout, like a pre-workout supplement that obviously will give you a boost and some blood flow. I don't really do it for the blood flow. I do it more for just a boost of overall focus, energy-wise sort of thing. So sometimes it's maybe just even the coffee before I train, just a black double espresso or something before I train. So that's another thing you need at timings when you're training going to be. If you're one of these people who have to train every single point, that may be out the window. You may be on a shift pattern now. You may have clients at that time. I don't know your lifestyle, but that's one thing you need to maybe put in perspective. And also other timings. Meal prep. When are you going to do meal prep? Are you going to be living at home? Can you cook at 11 o'clock at night and get your meals ready for the next day? Because you go from doing with, I don't know, you may be at the gym late, etc., at your job late, whatever it is. Might be working elsewhere, you might be coaching, etc., till late, and then you need to prep your meals. Do you have the facilities, or are you with people, or are you at home with your parents, etc., or the people you live with? Okay, when you cooking at 11 o'clock at night, cooking 6-7 meals, or that may be a thing if you've got to leave the house at 6 in the morning. So these are all the other variables that should be taken into consider. It's nice and short and sweet. I would say expenditure should be your main one, and your timings. Expenditure obviously is you. I mean, if you're in prep and you're going to be doing more, it may mean that you don't have to go out for a walk early in the morning or before work or after work. It may mean that your expenditure is within the job, which is awesome, which I had the luxury of last year being fitness instructor and coaching and PTing. I had the luxury of that, as I didn't really need to go for a walk, only on a rest day, which was really nice to get out of the house and go for a walk. And now I'm in a job where I'm still just as active. This is another variable that's a big variable, expenditure in your day, that you should really need to look into what you're going to be doing. And your timings is down to you. That's a personal thing. That's a test of your willpower and your consistency and your control. Are you do you have what it takes? Are you willing to stay up the extra hour and lose that hour of sleep? Yes, sleep is very important, but so is eating your food. So it's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to try and take a nap in the day before training? Where are you going to make up for that? And that's another thing. So sleep is another thing as well. We need to consider, is your sleep going to be interrupted? Are you going to be working nights? Are you going to be working on the doors upon doing it, all you're doing? Are you going to burn yourself out? Unfortunately, amateur bodybuilding doesn't pay the bills, right? That's very unfortunate. All right, professional bodybuilding, does it pay the bills? I don't know. I'm not a professional bodybuilder. I don't know how to answer that. There seems to be plenty of professional bodybuilders that take other avenues within bodybuilding, coaching, t-shirts, merch, etc., to make money. That seems to be a way, or a means of making earnings within the sport. Makes them a full-time bodybuilder. Yep, that's fair enough. But you're going to be working, you're going to be doing something, so you need to take these things in consideration. It's all good hearing this from other young YouTubers about, like, you need to control your variables, expenditure, timings, sleep, etc. It's all good hearing that from the person who's a full-time athlete, full-time YouTuber, because your instant answer is, cool, you're saying this, but you get all the time in the world to do what you want, because you can you work for yourself, and within that realm, you can put your work around your training, your cardio, your sleep. When you're doing that upon doing a full-time job, you need to do it around your job. Bodybuilding will come first. In my instance, it definitely does, but you can't go, sorry, I can't work that shift, or I can't turn up to work because of these steps. That's why I think hearing it from me, for someone who is doing I'm a full-time coach. Yes, I do YouTube. Yes, I like doing my social media, etc. But I do work a full-time job. Yes, I'll 37 hours a week. That's what I do. A lot of people probably comment and go, haha, but previously I was doing about 44 to 50 hours a week. I've just been given a new position, etc. that allows me more time while I am doing a lot more coaching. I've opened a lot more spaces as I've got a lot more time, hence why I'm doing a video now. I've got a lot more time. I'm not working all day Saturday, all day Sunday anymore. I hope this video has been sort of informative and gave you an insight in me and who I am a little bit more, because obviously I'm being open up to you guys. I don't want to assume that I don't work, if you know what I mean, because it's very easy to have that excuse, especially when I started off. I'd watch people's videos and go, yeah, it's all cool you saying that, but you don't work. If you are starting off, don't use your job as an excuse. Try and control the variables that are within your job, timings and sleep, etc., and your energy expenditure. Pardon me. And don't be a bitch and make excuses. Simple as that. Go like, subscribe, do what you want to do. Remember, don't be a bitch, and do what the ginger bastard would say. Get shit done.